Hi there, this is Matthew Williams, author of Something Changed, Stumbling Through Divorce, Dating and Depression. I've got a bit of lurgy today, so the voice is sounding a bit strange. Well, stranger than the northern accent usually does. I know a few of you struggle with that. Today I just want to talk quickly about a stigma that surrounds mental health and the importance of addressing that and challenging it, which is something that obviously I'm really committed to doing my best to contribute to raising awareness about what mental health and mental illness is. And why and one of the reasons I believe it is very important is to tackle the stigma that exists. And it was really brought home to me Friday night. I was very lucky to be involved in a men's health campaign that's launching in Middlesbrough, where I'm from, called Borough Man Can. Basically about raising awareness of men's health, not just mental health. I'm the mental health case study, but other illnesses, and the fact that men obviously don't get help, don't go to the doctors, and so there's really inspirational stories of men that have overcome various health challenges. And there was one gentleman who was speaking about his battle with cancer. And it really brought something home to me when he said about how important it is to talk to people about it and tell people what you're going through, and that other people can help and support you. One of the things that really struck me about that was that one of the things you face when you're dealing with a mental illness is that a lot of people don't believe in mental illness and don't believe that you're ill. And it just struck me how you don't get that with the things. You don't get say you've had a heart attack. Well, I don't believe in heart attacks. You just pull yourself together, kind of thing. I don't believe in that. It's just utter rubbish. But people do think that about mental health and mental illness and depression. Why have you got to be depressed about all that kind of thing? And through the things I write about and talk about, I want to bring home exactly what mental illness and struggling with mental health really is like, really feels like, the fact that it is an illness, and you really know that when you're suffering with it. But yes, it just really struck me that the fundamental difference in how society, or certain elements of society, certain people view mental health as compared to physical health. And the other thing that it kind of brought home to me, we linked something else that's been in the news recently about anti-depressants having been shown to have that they do work. And I think it's really important to highlight that, because there's a lot of stigma around taking antidepressants and a lot of fear around taking antidepressants. And I know when I was first prescribed them, it took me months to take them. I was scared that it'd make me into a different person, that I'd become a zombie, that all the thing where you start reading up on things. And of course, you read about any medicine, you hear about the millions of side effects, but you still take your paracetamol, or if you're prescribed something for any other physical illness, I may be wrong in some instances, but you don't fundamentally go through this battle with yourself about whether you should take them, because you see that they're part of a cure for what it is that you have. Now, I'm not suggesting by any means that they are the be-all and end-all for curing depression, because certainly in my instance that wasn't the case. I think counselling was the biggest thing for me, but I don't doubt that the antidepressants played a big part in helping me to get better. And I've got no qualms about taking them. Again, I can only speak for myself, and I do understand that sometimes it can, getting the right thing for the right tablet for the right person, and there's obviously more qualified people than me to speak about that. But I can only speak for myself, and that they were a part of my recovery. For months I didn't take them, and I got to a very, very bad state, and I was fortunate that I had a friend that had been there and had taken them, and they encouraged me to take your tablets, they're a part of getting better, and they were for me. So yeah, it was obviously a couple of reflections that were prompted by events this week that I wanted to share with you, doing my bit to raise awareness, and will hopefully, the ultimate purpose of that is to help people that are going through it, because you've very quickly learned that one of the hardest things about the illness, despite the illness and how it makes you feel, is that it's compounded by the fact that there's so many judgments and, to be frank, a lot of ignorance that exists around mental health that makes it that much more difficult to seek help and admit that you need help. Thank you very much for listening. I will keep banging on about this, and enjoy your day, and see you soon. Bye bye.